There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery, Mystery Island. Come on! Won't you come along with me? Mystery Island, hoo-ha! Mystery Island, hoo.
Welcome back to Mystery Island. Today is Tuesday, August 4th. It's day 2 of our VBS.
Yesterday was so much fun. I hope you all are ready to go again.
I know I'm ready. Now is the time to place a medallion sticker on your Mystery Island treasure map.
Today is stop 2, Octopus Inlet, where we will meet Flip, the flapjack octopus, and find out how that God is almighty.
Yes, and our verse for today is Jeremiah 32:27. Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is anything too hard for me?
We will also be learning about Jonah from Miss Valerie.
And don't forget to keep collecting change to put in your baby bottles. Okay, everyone, let's get started.
Here we go.
There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery, Mystery Island. Come on! Won't you come along with me? Mystery Island, hoo-ha! Mystery Island, hoo.
Oh, thank you, Lord, for such a beautiful day today. Oh, good morning. Is your sister coming?
She should be here in a moment. This is such a beautiful place. I love the whole pirate thing.
Oh, yes. People do seem to enjoy it.
Your costume, your hat, is fantastic.
Well, thank you.
Ooh, that necklace? Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting.
This is my O necklace.
O necklace?
Oh, yeah, I wear it to remind me of how great God is. The O stands for the big 3 O words: omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent.
Whoa, those are huge words. What do they mean?
Oh, well, take the first one, omnipotent. Omni means all, and potent means power. So when you put them together, you get all power or all powerful, which means there is nothing too hard for God, whether it's calming a storm with just a word, healing someone, or making something out of nothing. There is nothing that he cannot do. No problem.
Huh. I guess that makes sense. I mean, after all, he's God, right?
Exactly. Now, the next O is omniscient, which means all-knowing. Or, in other words, God knows everything, and I mean everything, which means he's never learned anything. Nothing has ever occurred to him. He's never had to think about something or plan out his course of action. He knows every hair on your head, every grain of sand on the earth, and every star in the universe. Every thought that's been thought and every word that's been spoken. There is nothing that he doesn't know. He is everywhere.
That blows my mind.
I know. Mine too. And the last one is omnipresent.
Ha, I bet that means all present.
You got it. That's right. God is everywhere at the same time. From the bottom of the ocean to the farthest point of outer space, there is nowhere that God isn't already there. Which means you can't hide from him, but it also means that you're never truly alone.
I like that part of it. That's nice to know.
Yeah, so you see, just knowing that God is with me, that he knows everything about me, and that he can do anything is very comforting.
Hey, they wouldn't happen to have any of those O necklaces at the gift shop, would they?
Oh, no, we're out. I'm sorry. Here, but you know what? Here, you can have... Excuse me.
Couldn't take yours.
Oh, it's no problem. I can make another one. No big deal.
Wow. Thanks. This is very kind of you.
Hey, it's okay, buddy. We're almost home. Don't be scared.
Excuse me. Dylan, it is 10 o'clock. Why aren't you working?
Well, you see, I was taking a walk on the beach, and I lost track of time, and then I found this cute little lizard. Oh, no.
What's wrong?
He's gone.
Oh.
I need to find him. Oh, here he is. Gosh, don't do that to me, little buddy. You scared me. I thought I lost you. sorry.
And I suppose you're going to want to keep him.
May I, please?
Well, just don't ever let me see him. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now get to work.
Oh, hey.
Where's your Oh, there she is. Oh.
Sorry I'm late. I overslept.
Oh, that's not a problem. I trust the accommodations were satisfactory.
Oh, yes. Everything is wonderful.
Good. So, you're probably wondering why you're here.
Well, we went on vacation, right?
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
It might be better if you guys have a seat. Why don't you come over
Okay.
here and have a seat?
Now you're making me just a little bit nervous.
Oh, don't worry. There is nothing to be nervous about.
Ooh, fresh squeezed lemonade.
Yeah, right. This is just the cheap stuff from a can.
Thank you, Dylan. Now, how about some ice for their lemonade? Okay. Delightful girl. She just started this week.
You can't even tell.
Don't worry, everything's fine.
Okay. Anyway, where were we?
I think we were talking about cheap lemonade and maybe why should we be here?
Oh, yes. Okay. Well, first of all, you didn't win this vacation.
I knew it. It was too good to be true.
No, you don't understand. You see, you didn't win it because it was a gift.
What?
Whoa. From who? Who'd want to give us a vacation?
She's probably going to tell us that we have some uncle that died and we just have this magic inheritance about to come to us.
Wouldn't that be fantastic?
Well, actually, that's exactly what happened.
Wait a minute. What are you putting in the lemonade here? You got to be kidding me.
No, as a matter of fact, she's not kidding.
What?
Oh, this is Mrs. Tabitha Henson, an attorney with Finley & Associates. She arrived just after you did. Dylan, why aren't you using the tongs?
You dropped
I couldn't find them.
Oh, great.
So, I mean, it's okay. My hands are like clean and all.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Would you please excuse me? I need to do some employee training right
What?
now.
Is something wrong?
I don't think I'm drinking this.
No.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I represent your uncle's estate.
But that's impossible. We've never had an uncle.
Yeah, there must be a huge mistake.
Oh, no. I can assure you that there is no mistake. As a matter of fact, your father had a brother, and his name was Joe Richardson. And it says so on the paperwork right here.
Oh, this is crazy.
Well, you might think it's crazy, but it's true.
Wow. Then, why haven't we heard of him before?
Well, I have no idea.
What do you know about Uncle Joe?
Well, I do know that Joe was a treasure hunter.
A treasure hunter? You mean like Indiana Jones and like Dora?
Well, I don't know about Dora, but treasure hunter, yes. And your uncle was one of the best. Rugged, fearless, never gave up. Why, one time he even wrestled a lion to retrieve a clue that he needed.
Wow. It sounds like you knew him.
Oh, yeah. Well, well, just the things that I've read or heard about, that's all.
So why'd he come to Mystery Island?
Because Mystery Island has all this pirate history. And pirate history means treasure. In fact, there's an old legend that says that the largest pirate treasure on Earth is buried somewhere here on the island.
Really? That's so cool.
Yes, the ultimate treasure. The one all treasure hunters dream of finding. The one that even Blackbeard himself looked for but couldn't find. Captain Scurvylegs Gold.
Captain Scurvylegs Gold? Oh, it sounds like an adventure.
And your uncle wanted to find it if it was the last thing he did.
So did he find it?
Well, we don't know. But he did find something, and there's no doubt about that.
Oh, did you get to the point about the inheritance?
Oh, I was just getting to that.
Wow. Inheritance?
This is happening to us.
Okay, so when it comes to an inheritance, the will usually states what is to be given and how it's to be given. And, well, your uncle's will is no exception.
Except.
Except what?
Well, except that there's a twist. Your uncle, being a treasure hunter, well, he wanted your inheritance to include a treasure hunt.
You're joking.
Oh, no, she's quite serious.
You know, that's okay. It sounds like it could be some fun.
That's right. So here's how it works. There are 3 legs to the hunt. At the beginning of each leg, you will receive a treasure map with directions and clues to a buried artifact. Once you find the artifact and bring it back here, then you'll be given a map for the next leg. Got it?
Question. What happens if we don't find the artifact?
Well, then I guess you don't get the inheritance.
Ooh.
Well, I guess that means we have to find it then.
So, are you guys ready to start?
Absolutely. Let's get this show on the road.
All right, then. Well, I've got briefcase number 1 right here. So, I'll just put my combination in first. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, and then Mrs. Henson, you'll input your combination, please.
Boop, 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 beep.
This is so cool. It's something out of like a spy movie.
And inside should, oh, there it is, be the map. Oh.
Yes. A treasure map.
It's
a treasure map.
All right. Whew. All right. Here's your map. But there is one
Sorry.
stipulation, though.
What's that?
We're not permitted to help you.
Oh, great. So we're on our own.
I'm afraid so.
Thanks, Uncle Joe. Thanks for making it easy.
You know, that's okay. We can do this. We got it. I know we can. If only I can.
You're not giving me much confidence there, Kelly.
It's okay. We'll go figure it out and go from there, you know?
Well, wait for me.
There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery, Mystery Island. Come on! Won't you come along with me? Mystery Island.
Why'd I have to take the biggest?
Mystery Island.
Hey, boys and girls, welcome to day number 2 of Lighthouse Lessons. Yesterday, we learned that God is great, and our number 1 medallion reminded us that He's our one and only God. Today, we've actually got a mystery clue to figure out. Today, we've been given a piece of paper, a set of paints, and some brief instructions. It says, paint and paper will help you through finding out our lesson's clue. So I am not an artist nor a painter, but we will see what happens. We've got our paintbrush. We will get some paint on here, and I'm assuming I just paint this paper and we'll see what happens. Well, it looks to me like something is coming through the paint, which is good because, like I said, I'm not an artist and my pictures would probably make you laugh. I'll just go ahead and paint the whole entire thing and just see. Oh, I think I know what's going on here. Yep. I know where we're going with this. The 3 O's. I totally know what this means. The 3 O's is my reminder for 3 very important words that help us talk about God. Omniscient, which means God is all-knowing. Omnipotent, which means God's all-powerful. And omnipresent, which means God is all around us, everywhere, all the time. Now, our number 2 medallion is actually a big O for our 3 omni words that we just learned. Omniscient, meaning God is all-knowing. Omnipotent, which means God's all-powerful. And omnipresent, which means God is all around us. So we're going to put our number 2 medallion down here at Octopus Inlet. The Bible is full of stories that tell us all about God being all-powerful, knowing everything, and being everywhere. Today we're going to talk about one. It's about a man named Jonah, and it's found in the book of Jonah. So there was a man named Jonah, and he was a prophet of God. A prophet is a person who speaks for God, and he knows every word, and the words are true. God told Jonah to go to a place called Nineveh to tell the people of Nineveh about God. Now, Nineveh was a rather wicked place, and Jonah did not want to go. Listen to what the Bible tells us about this part of the beginning of Jonah's story. So we're going to turn to Jonah, chapter 1. The word of the Lord came to Jonah from the son of Amittai. Go to the great city of Nineveh and preach against it, because its wickedness has come up before me. But Jonah ran away from the Lord and headed for Tarshish. He went down to Joppa, where he found a ship bound for that port. After paying the fare, he went aboard and sailed for Tarshish to flee or run away from God. Then the Lord sent a great wind on the sea, and such a violent storm arose that the ship threatened to break up. Now, we just learned that God is all present. So even though Jonah ran away from God, he knew exactly where he was. Now I'm going to read verse number 4 again. Then the Lord sent a great wind on the sea, and such a violent storm arose that the ship threatened to break up. Now think about this. We learned that God is all-powerful, so he's in charge of everything, even the weather and even the violent storm that day on the sea. So let's listen to the next part of the story and find out what happens. All the sailors were afraid, and each cried out to his own god. But they threw the cargo into the sea to lighten the ship. But Jonah had gone below the deck, where he lay down and fell into a deep sleep. The captain went to him and said, "How can you sleep? Get up, call on your God. Maybe he will take notice of us, and we will not perish." Then the sailors said to each other, "Come, let us cast lots to find out who is responsible for this calamity." They cast lots, and the lot fell on Jonah. So they asked him, "Tell us, who is responsible for making all this trouble for us? What do you do? Where did you come from? What is your country? From what people are you?" Jonah answered, "I am a Hebrew, and I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the land." This terrified them, and they asked, "What have you done?" They knew he was running from the Lord, because he had already said so. So now, even though Jonah ran from God, he knew where he was. Now listen to the next part as I read the verses 11 through 17. The sea was getting rougher and rougher. So they asked him, "What should we do to make the sea calm down for us?" Jonah said, "Pick me up and throw me into the sea," he replied. "It will become calm. I know that it is my fault that this great storm has come upon you." Instead, the men did their best to row back to the land, but they could not, for the sea grew even wilder than before. Then they cried out to the Lord, "O Lord, please do not let us die for taking this man's life. Do not hold us accountable for killing an innocent man, for you, O Lord, have done as you pleased." Then they finally took Jonah and threw him overboard, and the raging sea suddenly grew calm. At this, the men greatly feared the Lord, and they offered a sacrifice to the Lord, and they made vows to him. But the Lord provided a great fish to swallow Jonah, and Jonah was inside the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. Even though Jonah was in the belly of the fish, God knew exactly where he was, and he was even with him, even though Jonah could not see him. We can't get away from God's presence, even when we're hidden in the belly of the fish, like Jonah was in the ocean. God knows everything and has mighty power and is with us all the time. Now, Jonah's story does not end in the belly of the fish. Oh no. Jonah actually prayed to God. And guess what? God heard his prayer. And by doing so, he spoke to the fish. Let's read what happened next in Jonah 2:10. And this part may be a little gross, but you'll see. So verse 10 said, "And the Lord commanded the fish, and it vomited, threw up Jonah onto the dry land." But he was okay, other than being in the throw up. So God saved Jonah, and Jonah did end up going to Nineveh, the place that he ran from, and do what God asked him to do there. And guess what? The people of Nineveh turned to God, and you can read the entire story of Jonah in the book of Jonah in the Bible. Now, our animal today is, ta-da, Flip the flapjack octopus. Now, octopuses are masters at hiding, especially the flapjack octopuses, because they actually go all the way to the darkest bottom part of the sea, and they're actually mysteries of the ocean. They actually hide so good that we know little about them. But as we learned, God sees them as he sees us, and he knows right where they are all the time. Nothing is ever hidden from God, including all the flapjack octopuses in the entire world. So Flip the flapjack octopus reminds us that there's nowhere that we can go that God is not. And Jonah's story isn't the only place in the Bible that talks about our 3 O's. God being all-knowing, all-powerful, and all-present. We're going to turn to Psalm 139 and read verses 7 through 12. "Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, like the octopus, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. If your right hand will hold me fast. If I say, surely darkness will hide me, and the light become night around me, even the darkness will not be dark to you. And light will shine like the day, for darkness is as light to you. So basically, God is with us all the time. And we're going to go through our O words once again. He's omniscient, all-knowing. He's omnipotent, all-powerful. And he's omnipresent, all present all the time. Our treasured verse today comes from Jeremiah. We can get it up here. Might have to take our octopus down. And it states, "Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is anything too hard for me?" Wow. Combine that verse with our 3 O's. Omniscient, God is all-knowing. Omnipotent, God is all-powerful. Omnipresent, God is everywhere all the time. That's pretty awesome. I don't know about you, but knowing that my God is all those things and that nothing is too hard for him makes me feel pretty good and reminds me just how much he cares about me. I had a whale of a good time with you today. Get it? Whale? Jonah? The fish? Never mind. Okay, thanks for letting me speak to you today, and join us tomorrow for another Lighthouse lesson. Take care.
Hey, C4 friends, we are here on the craft corner right here on Mystery Island.
Yes, we are.
And we're going to be making our first craft of the week, which happens to be in your bag. So you will want to pull this piece of paper out. It says that you're going to be making a VBS Finger Puzzle. To show you this is what your final product is going to look like. And you've probably seen something like this or made one very similar before. Second to grab your piece of paper, and you're also going to need a pair of scissors, but that's it for this one. So we've got Tanner here to help us, and Tracy.
Hey.
And we'll go ahead and we will get started. So Tanner, tell us what we need to do with the scissors.
So you want to cut, there's like this dotted line on here, and you want to cut it all the way around the square.
Okay, so we are going to cut on this dotted line here so that it cuts out a square. We'll let everybody cut. If you notice on your paper, you'll see that we have the medallions. So if you've been following along with your treasure map, you will recognize the medallions that we are adding to that map as the week goes on. And you'll also see some familiar verses on the paper too that we've been going over as well. So when you're finished with your scissors, this is what you should have so far, and it does make a square, and we're going to be folding it in several different ways so that it ends up looking like this. Tracy, have you ever made one of these before?
Yes, I have. I've probably made many of those in my day.
Yes.
It's been a while, so I'm glad we have Tanner here to
I'm glad he is here too.
My memory on how to make these.
He had to help me.
I'm sure.
All right, Tanner, are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's one of the things that we had to figure out. So Tanner, do we need to start with the print up or the print down?
If I remember right, I think it's up.
Okay, tell us what to do.
So you want to turn it on its back.
All right, so actually we're going to turn it over, so print down.
Then take the back end, I'm pretty sure, and then take it to the top.
Okay, so we're going to fold it in half.
Okay, so we're completely folding in half.
Then you open it up like this.
Okay.
Now turn it to its back again, but not the way the crease is.
Okay.
On the different side, and then fold it up.
Okay, so now we're going to fold it again so that when you look at the back side, It's almost like it's been now folded so that it's 4 perfect small squares within
Okay.
your big square.
So now what you want to do is, hold on.
I think you were right. Go ahead and flip
Yeah,
it back.
if you turn it over, you can take
Alright.
your corners and put them into them like boxes that we have.
Okay, so you're going to put print down, and you're going to be folding a corner piece so that it meets the very center.
This is starting to come back to me now.
Yes.
It's never came back to me. I've always known.
So as Tanner showed, you're taking each corner and you're folding it in so that it's meeting in the middle.
And make sure you're running your finger on that fold to make it nice and sharp and a good tight fold there. So it will probably work better if it's good.
All right, so once you have folded all 4 of those corners to the middle,
wanna turn
now
it
it's going to
over.
look like this.
Now you want to turn it over.
All right, so Tanner says to turn it over so that the medallions are facing down.
And do the same thing, but with like the things coming into it.
Okay, so we've turned it over with the medallions down, and we're just doing the same thing. We're folding by the corner and bringing it into the center point. So when you do that, the numbers are going to start to show, and you're going to see numbers that'll be pointing into that inner yellow circle that's in the middle.
I've done 2 of mine, so it's going to start looking like this.
I just finished mine.
All right, well, we are going to
Tanner is way faster.
catch up to you, friend.
Mine is a little off, but I think it's still going to work.
I think it's going to work.
I'm
So
not a pro.
now, at this point, it should be a very small square where you see all of your green numbers together, and then it should have 4 squares on the back with your medallion.
Then you want to like fold it in half. Doesn't
Okay.
matter which way.
Okay.
So you can kind of see the lines here, and they are crossing like this. And if you fold it in half, it's kind of a natural fold there, one way and the other. And this is where you kind of have to punch it out.
Oh, yeah.
You see that? Where these come open.
Oh, nice job, Tanner.
Thank you, Miss
Good
Tracy.
work.
All right, let's see.
And don't forget, you can play the video back as many times as
Yes.
you need to catch up to a
That
step
is the beauty of recording it.
or a part that you might have missed.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
All right, Tanner, can I pick a number?
Sure.
All right, let me see what
You
you
have
got
to
in there.
look-
Oh,
you have
actually,
to-
let me choose a medallion first.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go with ruler, holy king.
R-U-L-E-R.
Oh, he spelled the word ruler right. A number. Oh, let's go with 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And now let's do 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And 1,
1.
2.
You open it
All right,
up.
so he's opening the number 2.
Then you open this part up, and then you read number 2.
Cool.
So what does number 2 say?
Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is anything too hard for me? Jeremiah 32:27.
And now you and your friends have a super cool VBS finger
Yay.
puppet fortune teller. Cool. Have fun.
Thank you.